Buckle up, we're going on a farm tour in Arizona, Sacaton, and Terry Button is our guide.
I've been here for 50 years and it's just been a big change. Ramona and I have been married now in December, this past December, we were married 50 years.
So if you've been out here 50 years, how many acres did you start with? Like 10?
10.
Got a few more now.
Oh yeah.
And most of the land you had to clear from the brush?
A lot of it we did, yeah, mostly, or land that was farmed by some others in smaller parcels, and we took out fence rows and enlarged the fields, and then we leveled them to grade and put in concrete lined ditches to increase the irrigation efficiency and conserve water.
I would assume conserving water is like one of the most critical things, like using your water as smart as possible here.
Right, and we've devoted our whole entire lifetime to water conservation, soil and water conservation. And Ramona has devoted her energies to preserving her heritage crops that were traditionally grown by the Pimas.
Like that pink corn, is that a Pima crop?
That came from the Hopis.
The Hopis.
But the Pimas had their own corn, and we have that also. That's a Pima 60-day corn. And then we also have the white, brown, and black tepary beans. We grow the garbanzos, white Sonora, and Pima Club wheat.
Tepary beans are like garbanzos?
No, tepary beans. We have garbanzos.
Oh, okay. Like
they're an acculturated bean that was brought here by the Spanish missionaries in 1672. The water doesn't stop. The crops don't stop.
So do you grow stuff almost year round?
We do, all year round.
So you don't have that nice winter that other people talk about, a winter break.
No, we don't get a break at all. Now this is Bermuda grass for hay.
Really?
Yeah, and this is also on this side. That's the old canal that was replaced by the new canal now. This
is the historic one, not the prehistoric one.
Yeah, this is the one that was just now replaced. It's called the Little Gila now. It's used as a drain. But it's
wow, that's pretty deep.
look at that's the canals. Some of the canals we used to use.
I mean, that's pretty deep.
Oh yeah, carried a lot of water.
A long way, I would assume.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
It runs about 20 some miles west. This is the alfalfa that we just raked this morning. It may bale tonight, it may bale tomorrow night. We're not sure how it's going to cure out. Now there's an interesting little plant with the yellow flower. That's a hog potato.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it has a ground nut that's like a little tuber. That's actually edible. I haven't been hungry enough to eat it, but I hear that you can. And I know where it is, and I know what I can do if I ever get that hungry. I'll eat those before I eat my shoes.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good thing to do. You're gonna want the shoes. There's enough things around here that have stickers in them, and
You know, the Pimas starved. They all starved to death here in the early 1900s.
when the water started being
Yeah,
cut off.
the people diverted the waters out of the river, and these people starved to death, and they died by the thousands, Janice. It's not in your history books. I happen to be more attuned to Indian history than most because I speak the Lakota language. I live with a Sioux family, and I learned the language. When I met Ramona, I was up in the Sioux country. She went up there to do advanced training in
When she
medicine.
was a nurse, right?
Yeah. So anyway, she came from a hardworking agricultural family. Her dad farmed with horses. Her mother was a healer and a medicine person, and also blind. And so Ramona learned a lot in her younger days, and she learned a lot from her folks. This field produced these bales.
That alfalfa looks nice.
Yeah, this is going for export to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 25 times 6 plus 2. 25 times 6, 152 bales, and their average of 1,285 pounds divided by 2,000 is 97.66 divided by 64 acres in this field. It's about a ton and a half to the acre
Wow.
it yielded on this cutting, which is good for us. And
Yeah,
anyway,
usually at this time of year, your yields start dropping back because they
no, they won't
right?
drop down probably
Okay.
until July.
Okay.
July and August, it drops off pretty good. They come back in September and October. But it's always tough in March. April and May are your better months. In April, we were ramping up to about 0.8 to a ton, and then this cutting now we're hitting it over a ton. You have to be careful though if you're trying to sell high quality hay.
Yeah.
You don't want it to get too much fiber and drop.
Right.
Drops
Don't want
the
it to get
protein.
too tall.
Yeah. Of course, this feed that we're cutting predominantly has been good for dairy cows. It's not good for horses. It's too hot.
Yeah.
But this, I think, will be good horse hay.
Thanks for checking out our videos. We'd love for you to subscribe, watch some more videos, follow our podcast in general. I'm your host, Janice Ferson.